You know those times in sports where you're left speechless? Those moments where the underdog doesn't just win, but completely steals the show.
I live for those moments.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're talking Afghanistan's historic ODI series win against South Africa.
Wow, yeah, this is huge.
Afghanistan just pulled off their first ever series victory against the Proteas, and I don't think anyone saw this coming.
It's definitely a turning point,
Yeah.
for Afghanistan's cricket. I mean, those who've been following their journey know this wasn't just luck. They've been working towards this. But to see them win so decisively,
Exact.
it really establishes them as a serious contender now on the world stage.
And we're lucky enough to have this Z News article. It really gets into the heart of all the excitement.
Oh, is that what we're looking at today?
This isn't just some boring recap, let me tell you.
Okay, good. I like it.
The way they clinched the series in that second match, a 177-run victory.
Yeah, 177 runs. Unbelievable.
That's unheard of. That's not just a win, that's a statement.
It's actually their biggest win in terms of runs in ODIs ever. They beat their previous record, which was 154 runs against Zimbabwe.
Wow.
And to do that against South Africa, a team that's always been at the top, it just shows a whole new level of, domination.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, 177 runs, that's incredible. But what really stood out was rahmanullah gurbaz.
Oh, absolutely.
A century, his seventh in ODIs. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, 7 centuries. And it's like he makes it look easy,
He just seemed to dominate, just took control from the start.
That's what's so important about a century, especially in ODIs. It's not just about the runs. It's that control he brings to the game, setting the pace.
It felt like he had South Africa on the ropes the entire time.
You could tell the pressure was on. Gurbaz, he's aggressive, sure, but he's also strategic about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not just hitting every ball for a six. There's thought behind it.
Right. The article even mentioned how he was targeting certain bowlers, disrupting their game plan. It was smart.
Almost like he knew what was coming before they even bowled it.
It's like anything. The more you study your opponent, their strengths, their weaknesses.
You can stay one step ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what he does so well.
And this century, that was a new national record, right?
Yeah, he actually just surpassed Mohammad for the most ODI centuries by an Afghan player.
Wow, that's a big deal. It really shows how much he's done for Afghan cricket.
Absolutely. But, as amazing as Gurbaz was, it wasn't like a one-man show.
Right.
I mean, Shah with that half century, that was a solid start. And then azmatullah omarzai comes in, 86 runs off 48 balls.
Just like that. Boom.
Just like that.
It's that teamwork.
Yeah.
That's what makes this Afghan side so exciting to watch. They've got such depth now. It's not relying on just one or two star players.
It's like you've got the power hitters, you've got the technical guys. They've got every base covered, which kind of makes you wonder about South Africa, What happened there? I mean, this is a team that's been so dominant for so long.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
The article actually pointed out that their top scorer in that second ODI was Temba Bavuma with only 38 runs.
Which for a team like South Africa, it's hard to believe.
It is a bit of a shock, yeah, and it really highlights their issues with spin bowling,
Right.
which Afghanistan really exposed.
Yeah, Rashid Khan was incredible, as always.
Oh, he's amazing.
5 wickets in the match.
It's like clockwork with him.
Right. But you know what? Nanjiele Kurode, he had a really good game, too. I feel like he doesn't always get the credit he deserves.
Oh, absolutely. Taking those important wickets right when they needed them.
Exactly.
He was so disciplined with his bowling, just kept the pressure on those South African batsmen.
It was a real team effort from Afghanistan, that's for sure.
Definitely.
So we've talked about the highs for Afghanistan, the lows for South Africa. But what does this all mean for international cricket? This feels like kind of a big deal.
It really does.
What are your thoughts?
It's a statement win, wouldn't you say? Like, they're announcing themselves as a major force in international cricket.
Totally.
They're not just here to participate, they're here to win.
And with the Champions Trophy coming up?
Oh, exactly. This win's going to give them so much confidence going into that tournament.
For sure.
Teams can't underestimate them anymore.
It's like they've earned their place at the table.
They've worked hard for it, that's for sure.
It's a great story, really inspiring.
Absolutely.
So where do we go from here? What are you most interested to see as we head into the Champions Trophy?
That's the beauty of it, right? It's like anything can happen now. Can Afghanistan keep this momentum going and really become a dominant team? Can South Africa bounce back? It's going to be really interesting to see how it all unfolds.
Cricket's a lot more exciting now, that's for sure. This is going to be fun to watch.
I can't wait.